Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode. One of the great things about the gaming community on YouTube is the fact that there's a lot of YouTubers that post videos about, their collections, and they show off all their games and all that. And it got me thinking. I did a kind of a video response a couple months back about game collections and all that, and I want to touch base on it. Is because I see all these collections, like, Gamester81, he shows off all those awesome consoles that he has. Happy Console Gamer, and the friggin' enormous amount of games that he has on his wall. I mean, who else? Let's see, Goffman or Spokesman, however you want to say it. Retro Snow. Just like, Nostalgic Dan, just a lot of these gamers that have these awesome collections. Pete Dorr, for instance. Oh my god, you see his freaking massive collection? It's insane. So it got me thinking, in the long run, what are you going to do with all these games? You going to sell them off? Are you going to just throw them away? Like, I'm talking about 30, 40 years from now. I have no problem with you guys and your awesome collections. I've got a good collection of games over here. Like, I'm looking at mine right now, and I'm looking at them, and I'm like, 30 years from now, 40 years from now, am I going to play those PS2 games? Am I going to play those GameCube games, those, original Xbox games? Hell, am I going to play that Tiger, electronic handheld Mortal Kombat game? I don't think so. Am I gonna just throw that stuff away? Am I gonna, pawn it off, sell it off? I mean, in the long run, I can see myself keeping, the stuff I grew up with, the nostalgia kick, the NES, the SNES, probably the Genesis. But, I'm thinking, like, what about the Wii? Like, my Wii's got, like, close to 20, 25 NES type of, SNES type of games on there. I don't want to get rid of that. Plus, I can play my GameCube games on there. So, am I going to get rid of my Wii? When I'm in my 40s? I don't know. I don't know if I will. I'm just, like, when you hit your, 60s or 70s and, you die off or whatever, are your grandkids going to inherit, your gaming consoles? Is, little Johnny or little Jenny going to play your TurboGrafx 16, your Retro Duo, your SNES? I mean, I don't know. I don't think so. They probably just play with it. Maybe they can't even play it. Maybe, TVs won't even have those backwards capabilities, so far into the future. Like, who knows? For me, I'd like to say that most of my collection will probably be sold off or whatever in the long run. But I'd like to keep probably my bare essentials, the NES and all that stuff. And I was just wondering, like, what about you guys? What are you going to do with your collections when you get into your 40s or 50s? Will most of your collection be gone? Like, all these games that, brought you joy, and, sometimes you say the chase is, or the, what is it? The chase is better than the catch? Yeah, the chase is better than the catch, right? You're hunting down these games, these hidden gems, these rare games, and you spend all this money on it, and then in the long run, is it worth it? Because, you're just going to either chuck the game out or sell it, So what I'm getting at is somebody going to inherit your games? Or are you just going to sell it all off? And to me, maybe, I think most of it will probably be just, sold or pawned off or whatever. But my near and dear, NES, my SNES will probably be handed down to my kids. And they can do whatever the fuck they want with that system. If they want to junk it, toss it in the trash or whatever, it's up to them. But hopefully they get some joy out of it, some great times out of it. And that's all I had to blab about. I'm just ranting now. And hopefully this made sense. It's just something that's been bugging me for a while, and I wanted to address and get off my chest. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and comment below. I want to know what you guys are going to do with your collections when you're in your 70s or 80s or wherever the fuck. So, Max Impact 24, until we meet again.